Eastside, it's Michael Kowal, and welcome to Ravens TV. This episode, the April edition, we're going to be interviewing some members from the Eastside badminton team, along with the swimming team, who just came back from, I believe it was OFSA. So, enjoy the show, and I'll see you at the end.
Hello, my name is Owen, and this is Ravens TV. Today I am interviewing Miles, a member of our Ravens swim team. They've had a super successful season this year, as they made it to provincials and did extremely well. So, Miles, what grade are you in?
I'm in grade 10 at Eastside.
Awesome. So, I know that you've been swimming for a long time. You do competitive swimming outside of school, correct?
Yeah, so I'm on the Belleville Beach swim team.
Awesome. So, what got you into swimming originally?
Well, my mom found it out in the paper, and we just clung to the idea, so.
Awesome. So, you've been swimming for how long?
8 years.
Okay. So, is this your first or second year swimming at Eastside?
We swam a bit last year, but because of COVID, there wasn't any competition, so this is the full, first proper year.
Awesome. So, what would you say are the main differences between swimming on a school team versus your competitive team?
Well, I didn't get the full experience, I guess, of a Raven swim team because I didn't go to the practices.
Okay.
But the meets were similar, just a little bit less people.
Okay, so why aren't you able to show up at normal practices?
Well, it just was my current schedule that I can't.
Okay. So what does your schedule look like as a competitive swimmer?
Right now, 6 days a week, 12 hours.
Okay, so when do you have early practices, late practices?
Tuesday and Thursday are usually, not usually, they are in the mornings, but Monday, Wednesday, Friday are at nights.
Okay, so I hear that you can wake up super early sometimes. What is, how early are we talking?
4:45.
Yikes.
5-ish.
Yeah. Okay. So, seeing how much you swim, how do you balance between homework, knowing that you're in the foundations program, which is generally a bit tougher than the average high schooler's homework? How do you balance that and having your kind of swimming career?
Well, I usually try and get help at lunch,
Okay.
or I try and squeeze in an hour or two.
Okay. So, how did the competitions work this year? Because I know that you made it to OFSA, which is our provincial swim meets. So, how did those competitions generally work?
Well, you started out. We had one Port Hope swim meet, and then we had Bay of Quinte, and then CASA, and then obviously OFSA. And there was more and more people, I guess, as it progressed. But,
Yeah. So because it's very different from soccer or basketball, for instance, where you're on a team. So take us through what happens when you show up at a swim event.
Well, you show up with your team, even though it isn't an individual sport. And then you do your warm up, and then you wait around to swim your race.
Okay. So how long can you wait? Because I know that there are many different events. How many can you compete at if you're doing it on a school team?
This year we raced at 2 or 3 events, I believe, a race.
Okay. So if there are so few events per swimmer, how much time do you think the average swimmer would spend swimming?
Well, depending on the event.
Yeah.
But anywhere from 30 seconds to 20 minutes if you're doing a 1500.
Wow. So you're kind of spending a lot of time kind of off. What do you personally generally do when you're not swimming?
I'm either cheering people on or I'm keeping the muscles warm, doing some activation.
Okay. So what events did you do going to OFSA this year, and how do you think they went?
I swam the 200 free and the 100 IM.
Okay.
I think they went okay. I won a 215, the 200 free, and a 112 in the 100 IM.
That's awesome. So can you explain what an IM swim race is?
So an IM is all the events, so flyback, breaststroke, and then freestyle. Um, and then depending on the event, you could do one or two lengths, depending on the length of the IM.
Okay, so what would you say that your favorite swimming stroke is?
Probably the 800 free.
Yeah? Sounds like a tough race. It's 800 meters. Kind of what kind of draws you to that?
Well, I'm not much of a sprinter, so I
Okay.
really enjoy that long distance aspect, being able to sort of not have to sprint, I guess.
Okay, so from what I understand, school swimming events like OFSA and CASA and stuff like that, they only go up to 400 meters or 200.
They went, I think the highest was 200 free.
Okay, so do you think that, knowing that you prefer the 800 free, do you think that organizations like OFSA should include longer length swimming races?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Definitely.
Do you think there could be like a new kind of class of swimmers that are not as good at sprinting but have the massive amount of endurance that is required for those races, and that could maybe
Definitely.
draw more people to the sport?
Yeah.
Okay. So that was my interview with Miles from our Raven swim team. Thank you and have a good night.
Hi, I'm Michael Kowal, and I am here with Eastside's boys double team for badminton. You guys are?
Jackson Payne.
And Randy Dow,
So what's your favorite part of the sport?
The competition.
I think I stand with him, the combination.
So what have you guys been doing today so far in this practice?
Well, we've been drop shots. We've been putting the birdie up. We've been doing back corners, all sorts of skills.
We learn how to clear that and how to serve perfect and near the neck.
So can you guys tell me, what are drop shots?
So drop shots are when you just let the birdie drop. You lightly touch it with your racket and just watch it fall.
Okay, so what other things are you guys going to need for the Bay of Quinte finals that are coming up?
Well, I need to practice on my smashing. Randy tells me a lot about that.
What about you?
I think I'm very bad. I don't need to practice maybe, but I just need a little bit, yeah.
We just had a friendly game with Nicholson. How many games did you guys win?
Well, we won all three that we played.
Yeah. I got a one game for single, and I win with the score is a 21-5.
That's good. That's good. Any of your games go into overtime?
One of them.
Well, badminton's a great sport, and I guess that's all for this segment. Thank you guys for coming out today, and we'll see you back next time. Hi, I'm Michael Kowal, and I'm here in the Raven's Nest. I'm here with Ibrahim and Yusuf. And they're part of the junior badminton team. They are playing, I'm pretty sure, is it male signals?
Yeah, we're doing male singles,
Yep.
juniors.
Yep. We're doing
Okay, so are you guys new to the game?
Oh yeah, I am. I played like for a few months beforehand, but this is my first year, like actually, doing in high school.
What about you?
Same as him. It's my first year playing. I mean, I've played a lot before, but it's my first year playing in the school.
Okay, so are you guys needing to improve on any skills so far?
Oh, certainly. I need to improve my serves. I also have to aim for the corners, Because in badminton, aiming for the corner is crucial because your opponent, you want to throw off your opponent, right? And if they can't hit those corners, then that's kind of game, because you would know their weakness, right?
All right, for me, it's also serving, also hitting in the corners because that's very hard to do. And yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, so are you guys excited for the coming up tournaments with Centennial and Bayside?
Yeah, I am pretty excited and also extremely nervous because I know it's gonna be I know a lot of the junior singles are gonna be grade 10s because junior singles is not typically for a grade 9 because it really takes a lot of athleticism.
Yeah, so I'm very excited to play against other schools, but also there's a bit of nervousness because those teams are really good and it's my first year playing. Might not be their first year playing, so we'll see what happens.
So thank you guys for coming out here today. Hope you enjoy getting back to some practice. And I'll see you guys next time on Ravens TV. Hi, I'm Michael Kowal with Ravens TV, and I'm here with Jane and Amanda from the Eastside badminton team. So Amanda, can you tell me what you guys do together on the badminton team?
So me and Jay play mixed doubles for the senior team, and for the team, we're kind of the senior players, so we do a lot of the demonstrations because some of the players are a lot more new, we have a lot more experience. And last year we actually had the chance to participate at OFSA because we won both Bay of Quinte and CASA, and it was a really neat experience playing against all the strong players.
Okay. And Jay, can you tell me, can you go more into depth of what mixed doubles do?
Yeah, so mixed doubles, as it is, it's one guy, one girl playing against another guy and a girl on the opposite team. It's pretty complex. It differs from the other traditional doubles and singles in terms of positioning on the court, because sometimes you'll have, your guy stays at the back, girl stays at the front, but then you'll have to mix it up. It's a lot of adapting during the game and learning your partner's strengths, but also the other team's weaknesses, and you try and exploit those to win each point and overall win the match.
Okay. And so, Amanda, you said earlier that you guys had the chance to go to OFSA last year.
Yeah.
Are you guys hoping to maybe win OFSA this year?
Well, the issue is with OFSA, you play at the provincial level, schools from all across Ontario, and what that includes is Toronto, where a lot of the kids train. And since we don't have the resources here, I don't really expect us to do that well at OFSA, honestly. But the good thing is that OFSA is sectioned in different stages. There's a C group, a B group, and an A group, and a lot of the good teams play in A group. So if we play in the lower groups, I feel like we'll have a better chance of winning.
Okay, interesting. So can you guys tell me, what does CASA stand for?
CASA, I believe, is Central Ontario Secondary School Athletics. So CASA for us, we played all of our Bay Quinte schools, but then the Kawartha region. So that was a couple schools from Peterborough, you get some from Port Hope, Cobourg area.
Okay, yeah, the KPR DSB.
Yeah.
And do you guys have any advice for some of the newer players that might be watching for if they're getting into mixed doubles or any type of selection in badminton?
So I would say that a really important thing in badminton, not a lot of people notice, is definitely the footwork. It provides the basis for all the gameplay. And also, badminton is also a mind game, so you really have to place the bird where your opponent isn't going, or think about your opponent's weaknesses and how to exploit them.
And for me, I would say get out and try and play club a few times before you compete at the high school level, because it is night and day the difference between the people that are only playing for high school and the people that maybe even just going out once a week for a couple weeks straight. You become so much better, you pick it up so quickly that you'll have a really good chance to succeed. And finding a good, strong partner if you're going to play doubles is also crucial.
Okay, well, thank you guys so much for coming out today. I hope the viewers enjoyed the interview, and I'll see you guys on the court. So that's all for this segment on Ravens TV. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. Well, hope you enjoyed the show, Eastside, and thank you guys for watching, and have a great rest of your day.